Good luck, everyone.
Oh, I just remembered there's an option to see big blinds.
Yes.
Yep.
How do you do that?
I think you can just press B. Is that the right thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I
it's
did the
within
long way
options.
and went to options.
Who must miss the mute?
So I missed the early instructions. This is early stages of a satellite.
Yep.
Yes.
Just starting. Everybody
So
starts with 100 big blinds.
yep, and Chris did inform us there is some incentive to do well in the early stages because he's going to determine the second section, the later sections on your current chip stacks when we end the previous one. Otherwise, I just fold everything because I know we're not going to bust out in the first few minutes.
But I mean, that's satellite strategy, right?
Right, yeah. No, the number one thing about satellites is not getting busted out, right? Like, I could do that.
Keith, is that you breathing really hard?
Yeah, I have that bad habit.
Sounds kind of like Darth Vader's in the room.
Well, then I should keep doing it, right? Get some, is that better?
What just,
it is
Did I-
better, yeah.
did
It's
I
good, it's
fold?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't on purpose.
You know
I'm
why?
having trouble
On this
understanding the way
interface,
this is working.
On this interface, the fold button is on the right, where in
Yep.
all other interfaces it's on the left.
If I hit raise, will it then ask me how much I want to raise?
Correct. Yep. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to.
I think I hit fold by accident and then couldn't unfold because I had a king back there.
Q,
So-
did you get a new office? You have a new background.
Yeah, this is actually my real room. Yeah, well, for one thing, I moved my workstation upstairs from one that I had in my rec room in the basement. But lately for meetings and stuff, I've been using the World Series of Poker Pavilion as my background. I don't think you can set that up on here.
No. That's just a Zoom thing, I think.
Yeah, you can do it on Teams and you can do it on Google also.
Mm-hmm.
The last satellite I played at Canterbury. So I had ace king, and the other guy like had a shorter stack, and I was doing okay. So I hit the flop, but I saw we were on the dead bubble, and I saw the other table had a lot of commotion, and so I was trying to indicate to the guy to tank. Like he was already in for a lot, so he had like a very short stack, and I basically I tanked. And then I was trying to like indicate, like, dude, look at the other table, like someone's going all in over there. But he calls, he had like pocket sevens or whatever, so it runs out. But then same at the two tables, they both went out, and then he had the shorter stack, so he missed out on the seat.
Oh, geez.
So I'm trying to be like, because there's such community in the satellites at the tables. I was just like, come on, man, like fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sad.
You know, I don't think I've ever played a live satellite.
I've never.
I played a bunch of them for MSPTs, especially.
Yeah.
We used to have a Grand Series up at Grand Casino Mille Lacs, and they had a lot of satellites for those that I used to play in.
I've
I know.
played a few for the main event.
I know the Run Good main event, like they always have tons of satellites for it, but I'm always like, well, I plan on firing 2 bullets in it anyway. Like, like why even bother? But I know tons of people that get through them.
Mm-hmm.
I had one friend that he actually it was like 10 people he bought into like the single tail satellites, and then his deal with them was like, if you make money make it to the main and make money, then I get 50%. And he had like 4 or 5 people make it through one time. I was like, that's not a bad idea, you know?
When it works out like that,
Right.
to have a bunch of horses for a pretty low investment, but if they all brick the satellites,
Right.
you've got zero equity when they all
Right.
brick.
Because they do single tail satellites a lot, like a lot of single tail satellites. So it'll be like a ring of 9, I think, or maybe 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then the top 2 get seats, and then third is like $300 or something. It's like double your money.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, the ones I enter, it's 150 for a first level satellite, and maybe 10% get through, and that gets you a $1,200 ticket to the second level.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So Stuart and Elizabeth and I are all in Calgary right now for the WSOP circuit event.
Oh.
Heading home tomorrow morning. Early.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good story then.
And the saddest part is I made day 2 and the money in the main event with probably one of the top chip stacks in the room, and blew it off in 2 hands.
Oh,
And it ended up 131st for a relatively min cash.
that hurts.
Cold deck.
I imagine it was a cooler situation.
No, I just
You had a brain
no,
fart?
it wasn't really. I just couldn't. There was just so much in there. I had trips, and the guy had a full house, but he was never raising until the very end when he put his chips in, when all the draws missed. So
Yeah, it's hard to fold in trips, isn't it?
it was hard. There was so much in
Yeah.
there because at the beginning there was 3 people in the pot. So
Yeah.
it was fun though, having a big stack. It just shows I don't really know how to handle it.
So you're above the moss line?
I can only handle 30 big blinds and below.
Yeah,
Although
I thought
on the
of
bubble, I really bullied on the bubble and really grew the stack on the bubble, so that was good.
Rob. I did think of Steve saying on last Sunday when I was playing, because I got off to a really hot start. It was blind start off 100 100, and then level 2 is 100 100 with 100 ante.
Yep.
We started with 15k, so everyone's got 150 bigs, but I was almost 3 starting stacks at level 2.
Oh, wow.
So I had like over 400 big blinds, and I'm like, Steve would be proud right now.
Yes, keeping it over the moss line.
Yeah, and I think I didn't go below the 100 big blind mark until it was 366. I don't think I had 60k at that point, but I thought of Steve.
he likes that. Try to keep it at that.
I
100
know.
Big blinds.
I tell him that like one time, like, hey Steve, you know what? If you just stay above 100 big blinds, you'll
Yep.
probably win a lot of poker tournaments. So now apparently that's that's the boss line.
Yep.
Stay above 100 bigs.
Well, yeah. If you can do that the whole tournament, you're gonna win.
Exactly, and that was like the joke I was like trying to get across, and now now he just sticks with it.
Yeah, I know he uses it a lot when he's on Discord when he's playing.
Yeah.
Anybody planning to drive to Riverside, Iowa for March MSPT?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's not that far for me.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours for me.
Yeah, I think it's about 5.
Is Riverside different than Council Bluffs?
Oh yeah, Riverside's the opposite. It's the other side of the state.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't make it to Canterbury next month. I got a scheduling conflict, family event.
What's at Canterbury next month?
MSPT.
Oh, really? They're back already?
Yep.
Huh. I thought I had heard that they were not going to come back to Canterbury unless they did like a full series, but maybe
I always hear you guys
misheard.
talking about MSPT. What is that?
Mid-States Poker Tour. It's kind of one of the more prevalent poker tours that travels around now. We talk about it a lot because it's got like Minnesota roots to it, and a lot of us are kind of Minnesota or around that area.
Mm-hmm.
But like Mid-States Poker Tour has now, they're in California. They do stuff in Vegas a lot. I don't know if they've ever gone to Florida, but they're all over now.
I think they've gone to Florida. It started as the Minnesota Poker Tour.
And then Mid-States
Minnesota,
when they got out of there, yeah.
It started as a Minnesota State Poker Tour. And then they started expanding and going, to Iowa and Wisconsin. And basically they were going to Iowa and Wisconsin and Minnesota. And they became Mid-States. Then they started going everywhere. They do a couple in Las Vegas at the Venetian. They do them in San Diego now. And I think they've been in Florida. I think for some reason, they've been in Florida.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like, I thought they had been in Florida.
I've played in about 4 or 5 of them. I've only bought into one. I've satellite into the others. So
main events?
Yeah, the main events. I actually final tabled the first one I ever played in 2012 up in Grand Casino Mille Lacs.
Yeah, one of the OGs, Rob is.
That was when they first became Mid-States Poker Tour, I think.
Yeah.
It was one of the first years.
Was that back when they used to stream the final table?
Yep.
I missed that. That was like one of the main things that got me following them. Is like one of the first ones I was watching. This guy was at the final table. There was 8 left, and he had 1 big blind, and was forced all in, and then ended up coming back to win the thing.
Oh shit! What was his name? Do you remember?
I do not. It was probably like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was a while ago.
Dan, I really want to jam and make you fold your either 9s or 10s, but I won't. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Good call.
I saw the booth acting with anticipation. I was like, oh man, I was like, this is such a like gross spot. A 4-way 3-bet pot with 10s, and you know.
Your raise knocked me off pocket 7s.
Okay.
I had 8s.
So you played a little too aggressive, Dan. You could have probably got some value out of those hands on that flop.
Oh, I folded pre.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, 3-bet and a caller. I was like, my 8s are no good here.
Yeah.
What'd you fold, Taylor?
Ace king.
Had a suited ace.
Yeah, that's what
Stewie having a
I
connection
thought,
problem.
maybe. This is one of those spots where you know it's a satellite, and I know it's a satellite. I know that you know that it's a satellite, and that I know that you know that I know that you would do something like that. With
I really wanted to jam. Like I was
Yeah,
really,
reloading
really
often
wanting
helps.
to jam, but I was like, I don't know. This is gonna get archived everywhere.
our
They're gonna be
current
like,
is gonna make fun of you. Like,
yeah, they're gonna be like, look at what Taylor's doing.
it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I already think I'm going to be the example of what not to do on half of these hands.
I should have just taken that away from you by jamming a Dan there then, and been like, yeah, that guy's crazy.
I've been playing scared because there's so much on the line here, but okay, now I'm going to get into it.
Somebody's back.
Yeah, Stewie made it back. Nice.
What happened to Somsky?
I think he turned his camera off, and
Okay.
he's been doing that a little bit back and forth. See, there he is.
But he's still listening to us.
Yep. See. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble with the Wi-Fi here.
Mm,
We're at an Airbnb. So.
gotcha. Yeah.
Boy, I'm glad that club didn't show up. And I'm glad I didn't check raise you like I was planning on the flop. That would have been ugh.
Nice. I'm on a nice streak to lose every hand I played, but I mean, I guess we'll see how this one goes.
Who has TV on in the background?
Not I.
Oh, that's me. I can mute myself.
No, I can't figure out what he was watching.
So I was gonna say I would have learned something from it though. Whatever it was.
Good thing it wasn't X-rated.
You got to go to his Twitch stream for that.
No, thank you.
Oh man.
Anybody have their bankrolls in crypto and feeling the pain?
Yep.
I think I left like $3 in my Bitcoin account. So
yeah, I had about 20 in my Coinbase account.
yeah.
Oh, that's it.
So I'm not feeling it.
20 Bitcoins? That's pretty impressive.
That's a lot of damn.
Yeah, it gives me an incentive to check it every day. Just you watch it with the same fascination that you watch your bankroll on a video poker machine. Up and down and up and down. Depends on what Elon Musk is feeling like.
Yeah, what did he tweet out recently?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, can he tweet the opposite?
Yeah.
I don't mind when crypto dips. I just buy more.
Yeah.
Buy the dip.
Yep.
Yeah. Fade the drops.
What the heck, Stu? Why would you ever want to bet on this river? Okay. It's confusing me. It's so good for me.
This is a big win, Supergirl.
Get this guy. What orders? If I'm not busy, sure. I'm not like,
Come on now,
Hey, Taylor, I know we were joint. We're going to be 50-50 in a 660 HCR. That ever happen?
No, I'm waiting for you to be there during this Twitch stream, and then we'll play it.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't
I was
say
going to be
sorry
there
about
on
that.
Thursday, but
I didn't. Unfortunately, I play in a broomball league on Thursdays during the winter, so I'm actually like really low availability. But if you're playing or around the first Wednesday or second Wednesday when the Player of the Year series are going on, we can definitely do it then. But I'm not gonna play it without you there.
got it.
You know, let's have the fun together all at the same time.
See if I can get into the Player of the Year here, but I'll definitely join on one of the Wednesdays just to watch. So.
Okay.
Broomball, great game.
Yeah. Except it's been really cold.
Outdoors? Where do you? Is it like some park or something?
Yeah, we play in Hopkins.
Well, I was the goalie on my school broomball team, my like rec league broomball, and I was like a decent goalie. But then we played like the like high school hockey, like the like rec hockey club also had a broomball team. Because they weren't playing, but they were all like former high school hockey players. So I'm like the goalie, and they're like sniping like over my like like it was ridiculous. I gave up like 15 goals. It's horrible. I was like, pull the goalie, but it was like, it takes too long to get the gear off. And it was fun. It's a great game.
Yeah, I am the goalie as well, and I can always tell when they're former hockey players out there and stuff like that.
You can, like, pick their spots, and because like most players just will like throw it at you, and you can like, I'm like especially with the gear on, like I fill up a lot of space, so I can just kind of like block a lot of shots that way. But the hockey, they're like going 5-hole, they're like top right corner. Just like, guys, come on.
I broke my finger taking a shot. Yeah.
Any of you Minnesota people curlers?
No, it seems like something I would enjoy though.
I'd love to watch it, but there's no place I can do it out here in Boston.
Mm-hmm. You can't really do it around in Minnesota either. There's some clubs more like up north, so up by kind of like Duluth and stuff like that. I've seen some clubs, and there might be a few in the cities, but it's not all that common. Actually, now that I say that, there is one, I think, in Chanhassen.
I know there's a lot of the big players come out of Duluth.
Yeah, the gold medal team last time in the last Winter Olympics was Duluth. And they like, I think there's going to be like some sort of underdog movie made about them at some point, because so this was the 2018, but they like got booted out basically, but then they all like went on a diet and like, got really fit and like made the curling Olympics and won gold, and it was like this whole thing. So it's pretty dedications.
I'll do my best.
I broke my finger trying to stop a shot from some guy was at the blue line and just wound up, and hardest shot I've ever seen came right at me, and I was like, I've got this, and like had my hand there, and it just hit my finger really hard. And
I was in college many years ago. I went to one of the East big hockey teams, RPI. We played Minnesota Duluth in the championship in my senior year. Quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's blue jello from your teeth.
All right, so 15 more minutes of deeper stack play, and then Chris is going to pause it, sounds like.
Okay.
And then everyone's going to get short stacked, I think.
I'm feeling a little short stacked already.
I feel like I have a monster stack. I don't ever play this deep.
Congrats on your win at Canterbury, by the way, Taylor. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a really good run, really good day. It's always fun to have those.
Your Canterbury run bad wore off.
Yeah, I mean, I had bubbled or near bubbled so many recent events at Canterbury. It was kind of crazy.
Just remember you having like ridiculous, getting in way ahead and terrible run out.
Yeah, during the MSPT I played a bunch, and there was some pretty bad beats I had there. And then I played like the cheap and deep and got it in with kings, like essentially on the money bubble. I think there was like 77 left, and it paid 72. And lose with kings to runner 4 cards straight. Yeah, and then I bubbled a different one, queens versus ace king. Yeah, like it had been a rough run for me, so this made up for it. We're good now.
Well, Kat had to put her shares in blind trust when she became Chris. And has been quietly buying up shares.
Oh,
My coin lied. It told me to call. Nice hand.
Well, you were just playing too deep stacked, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's still early. I can still rebuy the satellite. As long as you get in for less than the buy-in of the tournament, you're good, right?
Yeah, that's totally how it works. Yeah. Oh no, Pet Vet is like sitting out, and they have it so it skips her big blind.
That wouldn't happen in a satellite.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a setting, actually.
Be a lot of noise. Yeah.
So she's not being dealt in as she's okay. It's a setting.
Well, it's a
the-
disqualification, isn't it?
I was like, it's the foolproof way of qualifying. I'm just gonna sit out. Don't deal me in. I'm good.
Yeah, it's deal hands to away players, yes or no? found an
Sorry.
exploit.
Oh
You
my
found
goodness.
an exploit.
Sorry. I lost my purse for a minute. I left it sitting on the couch in this Airbnb. It has thousands of dollars in it, all my ID and my passport. And I was freaking out because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oof.
And we went out for a 5K walk. So
Oh yeah, you don't want to
I'm like, oh my
lose it. Yeah.
god.
Boy, nothing
I'm
makes
flying
you sweat
home in the
bullets like that.
Oh my god. Oh. Hi, hi. That was scary. Oh, I got the heart racing more than any of the pots I played in the tournament.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the most you could lose is your buy-in there, right?
Yeah. I don't know how I would get home. I guess I could show them a picture of my ID on my phone because I had my phone. But rent a car and drive? Rent a car with what? Anyway, crisis averted. Back to the game.
Welcome back. Oh yeah. Just like a cash game. Now Pet's in for a big blind. Exactly what you see in a satellite.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it kind of changes the decision a little bit when you're on the cutoff with already a big blind in there.
Yeah. It's like a small thing, but if it actually like feels like it impacts it quite a bit.
Sunk cost fallacy.
Even like opening ranges and opening sizes and defending and yeah.
Yep, it affects all that. Yeah.
What are those things?
I don't know. People say it to sound smart.
You guys actually reviewed one of my hands recently on the Forums podcast, and I sent it to my son. And he said, "Well, it sounded good, but I didn't understand any of the lingo." And I said, "You mean like ICM implications?" And he said, "No, like big blinds."
That's, that's
well,
fair,
he's not a poker player, obviously.
No, he's not.
You got a family game going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I've seen like people like tweet stuff or people respond to tweets or something like poker player posts a tweet talking about like a hand or something, and then like their spouse who doesn't know anything about poker looks at this and like tries to understand what they're saying. Like raising UTG. What the heck does that mean? What is this UTG that they're raising?
No, they hear it as the hostage under the gun.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, when they don't use the acronyms. Yeah.
You guys haven't checked out Greg Goals All In on YouTube?
Oh, he is so funny.
He does all these
great.
little like riffs on like different, different things, and it's
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, he is hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious. And he calls, what does he say? Play 7 deuce, you donkeys.
Yeah. The my favorite was like what people think you do when you're a poker player, and
what you really do.
For, like all my friends and family, because it's just like dead on. Like they're all thinking you're like it's like Casino Royale. And it's just like I fold like all the time.
Yeah.
You're thinking you're like calculating all these things, and then it's he's great.
It's so true.
Yeah.
When I won, my family saw it, and my sister-in-law is like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool! I need to come like watch you play sometime." And I'm like, "No,
That's
you don't."
boring.
Like, you're barely gonna last. You're not gonna see anything. You're just gonna be like, "This is the most boring thing I've ever seen."
Yeah.
Save yourself the time.
When my older sister was in town, and one of her friends was in town, and they were like, "Oh, we want to go to Canterbury to watch like the horse racing." And I was like, "Oh, perfect. There's a tournament that night. We'll go down there together. I'll play." But they couldn't understand that I was like, I have no idea how much longer I'll be here for. I like made the money, but it was one of those where they were like, "Well, how much longer?" Because it was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, honestly, could be another hour and a half, could be 10 minutes. I don't. They're like, "Well, like, what do you mean?" Like, I don't like. I got nothing. Like, I got no way to tell you like how randomness could get.
Do that again. Ask you to do your job. I am.
Oof.
Don't play those pocket fives.
Ouch.
I didn't learn anything.
Waiting for in the booth there. Oh.
Yeah, my wife has just started to grasp the concept of like when she's like, "Well, how much longer do you think?" And I'll like give her an estimate, and I'm like, 10 minutes, 4 hours. She's like, "All right, like, okay." I'll just pretend like it's gonna be 4 hours, and if it's less than that, it's less than that.
I'm expected to put.
And then I always feel bad when she asks that, and then it ends up being 5 minutes.
Yeah. As soon as you say 4 hours, you're being knocked out with the next 3 hands.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's the problem. You can't jinx yourself. You're like, I don't want to make an estimate. Could be this, but
Yeah.
I don't want to estimate.
Well, I would have got it all in on the turn.
Surefire way to get knocked out, just to give an estimate of how
what are you gonna
much
do?
longer you'll play.
Yeah.
Anything happens as a result of your own.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I expected him to be a lot more aggressive, and maybe the fact that he wasn't should have informed me that he actually had a hand.
I think we're supposed to mute.
You know what I mean? Because of the way.
Yeah, I think he might be buying back in. So I mean,
I
it sounds
think
like they're
that
talking to him,
I
but then
probably should have
we'll
thought of that.
unmute him in a little
But I
bit.
thought when he checked back that he just was just had a couple of high cards.
Very true.
Able to retrofit it into a fully.
Set myself up for one of those middle stacks that's going to be under a lot of ICM pressure at the final table.
I don't know. You're right now.
That sounds fun.
What do the little green trophies under our pictures mean?
How many individual hands you've won so far?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
But you are still leaving. Let me get you a drink.
So I gave myself an ACR bankroll challenge. I had like $50 in there, and I was like, "All right, we're gonna grind it up." So I've been playing like $1 and like really low micro stakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sick of it. I'm like, just throw the money on here, play the higher, because you play for like literally 7 hours in the 25-cent tournament to win like $8, and it's just like this. So,
I moved on. Why can't I? Okay.
but it's honestly, it was a really good month where I like grinded. I got like a good poker tracker database going I could look at, but now I'm just like, I can't get motivated to play for $8.
Skip the micro states.
You gotta look at it in
All right.
buy-ins
It looks like they're
instead of dollar
changing all
amount.
our stock sizes now.
They divided them by 4 or something close to that.
I think he had the blinds go up, and then he'll probably just give new actual chip counts.
Yeah.
No. Oh. Really?
I feel like there
We
needs to
went-
be a big stack.
I feel like we went way down.
Well, that's because you're in big blinds.
Right.
So he had the levels like essentially skip like a bunch of levels.
Right.
But I think he's going to change the actual chip counts that everyone has.
And this is a final table, right? So we don't need to.
Apparently, yeah.
But I
Apparently
think he
it
said
says-
there's five
Yeah.
seats.
5 seats.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
tanking. Okay.
Yeah, no need to tank. I want to get the full satellite experience. I'm going to tank everything.
Yeah.
I sent him away.
Honestly, it's one of those where in most live satellites I've played, I'm like, I don't want to tank because people are making mistakes, and I'm like, please, I'll just fold. You guys
Yeah.
do all the stuff that you're doing with marginal hands and just like go for it. I'll just sit this one.
What would you be doing? Be at the bar every
Yeah,
night.
way too often people are just like, nope, I'm just going to keep playing the cards that are dealt to me and play it like it's normal.
Yep.
Yeah, I was playing in a little satellite yesterday on ACR, I think it was. And I think I was in second chip position, so I just sat back and folded everything. I had aces go by, I folded ace king. I was just folding everything. I'm seeing these two guys that were about even with me in chips, going after each other at almost every hand. And it's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 or 4 more people get busted out, and everybody's got a seat to the next level.
The one survivor I played in Vegas at the Win, no, the Venetian, but it was one of those where guys chip leading with like 4 to the money and goes out.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I was
that's
just like,
ridiculous.
because he got into some leveling war with this guy who was just like a middle stack, but who would, and they just like would keep leveling each other. I'm like, what are you guys doing? But I'm like, fine, other tables are playing. Like, you guys want to keep like doing crazy stuff, like fine with me, like whatever. And literally, the guy, the chip leader, went out like before the money. I was just like, dude, what are you?
I was on the bubble once, and the second highest stack shoved with kings, and the highest stack called him with aces and knocked him out. I got a seat.
Yeah, yeah. You just don't even need to get into it.
Yeah. So you want
Everyone
everyone
has
to fold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Everyone
everyone
has to
just click
fold
the
the first
fold
hand.
button here, and then Max will
We have to
bring
all
it up.
fold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And then it'll go into the next hand, and then we can play it.
Have a good hand.
Look at us, Tim.
Damn.
Yeah.
All
Have
right,
fun, guys.
Tim,
All right,
me
Tim
versus you.
Molly.
Let's go. You ready to
Okay.
battle it out?
Molly, look out.
I have no ICM pressure at all because I'm the short stack.
Mhm.
So you think?
I'm supposed to be human.
And I'm fifth.
5 seats?
Yeah,
5
5.
seats.
I can't help people who are broken.
Strongest person I know.
Did you see mine today?
Same key, remember? Not
Still dreaming about them.
Sometimes.
Couple of months when I dream, I see
Anybody playing the home game tonight?
these one home.
No.
Yeah,
Probably shouldn't today.
me too. I decided not to.
Just keep our eyes on the sky
Haven't
right
they
now.
asked us not to when we're playing this?
They usually do, yeah.
Ambers, you on comms?
Although
That's
with
not
lost
these are-
purses and stuff, that's just as
Here, these guys
distracting.
here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If not more, yeah. So what was it? You were just sitting there and you were thinking like, oh, I don't know where this
No,
is.
I had to do my exercises for my hand, and I had the exercises in the purse. So I went to look for my purse quickly.
And then
Couldn't find it anywhere.
it wasn't a quick.
Anywhere.
Dog, I went on the house.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
it was very
That hurt.
scary.
Mm.
Talk to me.
Nice hand, Dave.
Ouch.
Thank you.
Boy.
I won't be there.
Okay, Rob, now I'm the short stack.
Walk me down the
Yeah,
aisle.
we're not that far apart.
I didn't make a big deal out of
0.3 big blinds.
dealing with family issues. Think about how they can make our day good. Tell me how I can help. Forever.
My favorite cup.
When Shane, get off the comp. Hey, Ribs, come here, baby. Come here. You, totally okay. Thank you for apologies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for pocket aces, then I'll go all in. So if you see me going all in, you know I have pocket aces.
It's, yeah, I love telling people that too, Rob.
Bye. Bye.
I'm not gonna go in unless I get pocket aces. Oh,
That's like
yeah,
Doug
okay, all
Draven.
in. Yeah.
Doug Dravick back in the Epic Poker would do that all the time. And then he'd show up with some weird holding that he went all in with.
Good stuff, and then I'll say, fellow citizens of National City, the girl, you.
Ooh.
Stewie.
Our hometown hero. It's a cold day in hell, and they're pricing a Kryptonian, but
I was starting to
Good-
think the game might be ready
Good
when
game,
5
Stewie.
came out,
Good
but
game.
Good game.
There's still 10 players. I think I had
No.
to take that chance spot there.
Yeah. I went out with
Early
pocket
position
fives,
raise.
Taylor, so we know it's not rigged.
that's
We
true.
know Chris didn't rig it because I went out with pocket fives.
Right. 2 people have been eliminated and they had pocket fives.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see the booth
This
commentary.
is
Yeah,
this
there's
is
shit
it.
that's
Yeah,
working
this is it.
90% of the time, but it's pocket five, so
I would have won with a set of 8.
Hey Keith,
I had a flush, Kim.
check
Yes,
your
sir.
mic. Check your mic again.
Is it breathing again?
Yeah. I think it's you. There's a really heavy.
It's a Darth
breathing
Vader
going on.
type breathing.
Yeah, somebody is.
Yeah, it sounds like Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's definitely Keith.
Just hit us and where did it come from?
I just muted my own mic, so it's not me.
Okay.
And maybe is it?
underwater.
Maybe it's Tim.
Dave? No, he's muted.
No, I have mine muted.
Oh,
I'm
you were
talking.
muted. Okay. I don't know. Well,
It went away.
it went away. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. We're good.
I'm on fumes here. I better get pocket aces soon.
Slayer, stay on the waterfront, Supergirl. Let that separate.
Oh, and there they are.
Ooh.
There's my pocket aces.
We see him. 2 outs.
To have a king.
Still.
I survived.
Wow.
I survived.
She can't breathe underwater.
Could have at least let me know ahead of time, Rob.
I'll kick you under the table. That's what the gal next to me was
Yes.
playing 2-5 the other day. She limped in. I raised. She goes, "You could have kicked me under the table."
Yeah. Uh-oh, Rob's got life. He only does this with aces, I've heard.
I heard
Yeah,
that.
I
heard
sit
that
around and
too.
wait for aces.
It was like,
Ooh, uh-oh.
Ooh,
I probably
oh,
shouldn't
wow.
have called.
Race.
It's
a
a race. It's a
Probably
race.
should not have called there. Heart.
Ace or a 9, king. There we
Whoa.
are.
Heart.
No heart. No
no,
heart.
Heart,
it's
heart.
no.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have called there.
it was like Steve and I were at the same table playing a daily in Vegas, and I had aces on a low board, and I was like do I like give him the eyes? Where I'm just like, it was
You want to
aces.
get the fish
Yeah.
ready?
But I was just like, do I like give him the hey man?
That's collusion. You can't do it.
I know, right? So like, and like it was like a very all kinds of draws. There was a straight draw, there was a flush draw, like so. We didn't.
You can use a plate
too
probably,
tight.
right?
It was one of those where super low board with a lot of stuff, and then like I had aces, he had jack. But I was like, oh man, like I feel bad about this. It's Steve. I don't want to just like.
Yeah.
I like try way harder to bust people I know.
Yeah, it's way more fun.
I feel like some people I would, but with Steve, like at a deep sec, I'd rather like see him at the final table.
Like
than
it
win the
just,
money.
for me, I just would rather do it because that's somebody that, like after I bust him, I can shoot him a text and be like, ha ha.
If it was me, I would have slow rolled Steve.
Again?
Again, yeah.
I still feel like I'm like trying to, like get in good with the leadership. So I was like, oh man. Spot. Oh, gee.
Wow.
You guys can all call.
Yeah. Make it a short seminar.
This is a good hand.
Oh.
Not a good hand anymore. Definitely not a good hand now.
Well, I folded ace king.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
Wow. Good fold.
Well, yeah, I would have folded on anything but aces right there.
Yeah.
Me too.
Come on, I'm fine. Supergirl got her parts. Let's act. Please tell me.
I had nines. I don't even know if I should have raised.
You mean opened? Yeah.
Judy, you could break the story.
Well, I just called with ace king. I didn't want to get into a big battle until I saw a flop.
Exactly. And now here I am going up against the big stack who could bet me all kinds of stuff and fold that.
I was folding.
Excuse me?
Got the big stack in a satellite. I got zero incentive to play any pods.
Yeah.
But you
right.
can lose but you also have incentive to knock people out.
No, not really.
Not really.
No,
Really?
that's yeah.
Make them battle. Yeah,
It's counterintuitive to try to knock people out.
I'm
It's
curious
really,
what they're gonna think about my
Yeah,
ace king
if you-
suited fold.
Did you?
I'd folded aces. I would fold aces if I was you right now. Of course, this is not the right talk for a satellite table because we're all telling
Yeah,
each
to
other.
be to talk about stuff.
We're all telling each other how we should play it.
No coaching at the table.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I love being coached by people who don't have a clue what they're talking about.
Can I tell you what I folded, Rob?
Yeah, can you? Would you?
Oh,
Oh,
you love that
damn.
one?
Oh, I would have had a straight.
Yeah.
They're the way from your
I
development.
remember one time I was like,
You're the only person who had anything
like
to
we were
gain
like
from
4 away from the bubble, and I had like 9-10 suited, and
yet,
the dealer had like flipped up one of my
Inuit.
cards, so he like looked at my
National
fold,
City's my town.
and he was just like, "What are you?" And like it would have won, but it was one of those where it's just like, dude, like we're 4 from the money,
Yeah.
we're in early position, like 100% a fold here. You know, and he's like, oh, you know, we're just like so. I'm like, dude, you know what you're talking. But this is like the dealer that's like chatting everybody up about how he's like some big shot, and like, dude, why are you freaking dealing a king?
Yeah,
You're just
you
like,
should be on the
settle
other
down.
side of the table.
Yeah, like whatever. If you're
Every time the dealer messes up when they deal to me, I always would have either had aces or kings. Like when they deal me a face card up, I'm like, can I just keep it?
Yeah, I know what the other one's
I'll
gonna
show
be.
the table and keep it.
That actually happened to me in the Run Good event, the last main I played, or I guess the one before this last one. First card I looked at it, king. Next card dealt to me face up, king, and I'm like, you freaking kidding me? And it was like the best hand I'd had in 2 hours.
That's when it gets really annoying.
The best
was
hand
like-
you didn't have in 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And then the next card, of course, was like a deuce or a 3 or something. I'm like, ugh, thanks.
I'm gonna need something from you. John, I should. To have you walk.
At least simulating a satellite in an online form is a lot easier. Fold, 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 fold. Okay, immediate reshuffle. Next hand. Instead of when you're playing like hand for hand and it's all dealers shuffling and waiting for other hands to finish, playing hand for hand. Where blinds just went up.
Commentary on that one. That was. I probably folded too easily there. Maybe not. I don't know.
This is when satellites get fun.
right on the edge here. I'm out of the money. That's a chance to get, if I win, back up.
Clock.
I know. No. What'd you have?
He's 3.
Shit.
It was
You
because
still
of,
lose,
I
Dan.
No, I
had-
guess you
I
didn't
had-
have ace deuce.
I had ace-6 off.
it's because of how I was staring you down, wasn't it?
I
Alright.
just, that's like right on the ace-10 I call.
I also folded a6 there too, so there was a lot of those cards being dead.
Oh man. It's the balance between if I call and win here, I'm in a better spot, but if I lose, I'm in a worse spot. But also if I fold, I am now almost even with the lower stack.
You're adding to his short stack, making it more
Exactly.
dangerous the next time.
Almost a double.
Mhm.
Folding the blind. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh, it's a short stack. 1, 2. Whew. So Rob's the fifth stack right now.
Yep, I'm the bubble boy right now.
We just need more people to bust.
Yep. What are you waiting for, Dan? Come on.
Morning, boys. Stay back.
Thought she meant a duck.
Headed for the Keystone Bridge. If she gets out of the city, we're gonna lose her for good. You guys have to stop her now.
Oh, I'm gonna catch her this time. I hate teleporters.
She's gonna jump to the broom tower. When she lands, stop her. Dad, meet them at the bottom. Wally?
I swear half of what makes people go crazy in live satellites is just getting antsy and holding so much and it's taking so long in between hands and stuff like that.
I was just about to say, having a stack like this is the best position to be in a satellite, but it's so boring. Just hold every hand. It's just what you do.
Yeah, you almost wish they didn't give you the big stack.
Yeah.
I'm having the time of my life here.
That was a pretty close one for me, Keith. I had pocket fives there in the big blind.
Oh.
Yeah.
They always lose on this table. I don't blame 'em.
I noticed that.
Easy fold.
Actually, exactly. Go ahead and tell her this one exactly.
But it's not like because I'm already
Yep.
one of the lowest 4. it made it closer as a call, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I think I still need to play. I'm at the bottom of the. Doesn't take much for me to be in the bottom 4 again.
Right.
Not after my next double up.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Really?
Anybody doubles up, and I'm all of a sudden out of the money again. So I can't just stop playing.
Right.
So much of it's like, do I get a jamming hand on the button or the cutoff? You know.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is you're much less likely to call off jams in these ICM situations, and more likely to jam because of that. But then, if you're playing an opponent that doesn't know that rule, you got to be more careful when you jam.
Oh, is that a rule?
Well, it's a rule under the monkey system.
Be careful, or he'll release the Kraken on you.
Yeah.
I think it's almost time for dinner. 8:30.
10:30.
9:30.
It's 8:17 here.
Yeah. 9:17.
I'm in the same time zone as Kim and Stewie.
I'd like to play in that Peel, that play and learn sometime, but it starts at 11 p.m. for me.
Yeah, Binkley's on the West Coast. So.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe doing a Saturday session. Maybe around noon.
Noon your time?
No, actually noon Central Time.
Nice. Everyone's talking in Central Time now. Good.
Yeah, when I talk rec poker stuff, I talk Central Time. It's kind of where everything's kind of been based.
Yeah.
What a show off.
Do we have to pay you something?
All right. Got eyes on you now.
Everyone throw $1 in.
The hammer. The hammer.
7 big blinds, plenty to work with.
Yeah, if you're willing to shove 7 deuce.
Line's going up in 5 minutes too. It's gonna extra pressure
Gonna get
then.
dicey.
I think it always feels worse too when you have a big blind ante going into. Because then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I had 10 bigs, and oh whoa, no, now I have 8.
Let's go. Japanese. 持ってきた。
Not just speak Japanese. I can do.
Yeah, an ACR satellites misclick donkey would be clicking that sit out button.
I'll come back in 45 minutes and see if I've got my seat.
Oh,
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh,
Look
wow,
at
what
this
a hand.
guy.
evil Roy.
Oh, and then
Uh-oh. There's equity. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh well.
He just got there. He just got there.
Well, okay, good fold, Dan.
Bang.
So at some point, do we get to go back and watch their commentary?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It'll all be posted.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, what they'll do is they'll choose one hand and get like a high-level coach to analyze it.
It'll be Dara. Usually it's Dara O'Carney
Mm-hmm.
that does our seminars, and especially this one because he's the author of the book, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the
right.
ICM satellite.
Backdogs forming his reverse. Why do you think?
I literally have an 8-3 offsuit here. I know you're folding a lot. But
Oh, you have 8.
Well, not when you say that anymore.
Yeah, jam. I'll call. I had an 8.
yeah.
Things are getting not having sixes now.
Man, I just cannot get a hand. And get...
I was kind of hoping somebody would play that hand so I could not regret folding my sixes so much.
Destroy the city, the whole world.
That one I could have jammed.
Guys, I've been working on this. For how? Listen, I need left. I've had help. I've consulted with Gary and Tina and Tracy and Felicity and Curtis, and I'm pretty sure I figured out a way and free Barry without unleashing another lightning storm on the city. Just need a couple more things. I don't want to say anything until I'm certain.
Are you certain that the Speed Force won't? Are you certain that you can even close it?
this is 5 seats, right?
Are you certain
Correct.
that Barry's even still alive?
To you.
Any of us can be certain about. Right?
It's a car.
See them going nuts about the fold I just made?
Was it aces?
I was ace jack suited.
There you go. Yep.
I had ace king suited again. Or actually, no, maybe it wasn't suited.
Drink somewhere else. What can I get you? Let's go with something.
I just saw Chris go, what was that?
No, he understands the dynamics.
Are you still on the only aces mode?
Yeah, only
Oh,
pocket aces.
I don't even play aces here.
I'm only playing aces.
Rob's only playing if they're suited pocket aces too.
Yeah, it has to be, and only the ace of hearts and the ace of hearts. Otherwise,
Okay, I've got both of those.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't expect you to call with your chip stack.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, neither did I.
Drink for starters.
Very
A
run
four
out.
or a
Out.
diamond.
So many outs.
A 3, a 4, a diamond, a queen.
Too many outs.
Yeah, I don't think that was a call there, Dave.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I was
That's
getting
what you have
lower.
to account for.
Yeah,
You're probably right.
Yeah, I would. As soon as somebody goes all in that has me almost covered, I'm folding at just about anything at this point. Because you were already in
I
the
think
money.
it's close. I wouldn't
think
say
my
it was
problem
an
was I was
easy fold
comfortable a
there.
while ago.
A button race,
Yeah, I was comfortable a while ago, and
Yeah.
then I lost a bunch, so I
and you lost a
felt
lot.
bad.
Yeah.
It seemed like an opportunity to get back my chips that I lost before.
Oh, this is good.
I've misclicked
It's-
twice now.
What'd you want to do?
Mm.
That'll influence my decision.
Mockingbird satellite? Tracking down the samurai. Go. Ollie.
I meant to shove both times.
Hmm.
And we've had good luck here before.
So what just happened there? I lost that.
Yeah, I had a pair of
Yep.
fours, and apparently you couldn't beat a pair of fours.
Barry said everyone would look to
I had a pair of kings, so I got my little portion of it.
Yeah, I didn't see what hand you had though.
I just had an ace high,
Hey, Jim.
Okay.
but I didn't see you having fours.
I had ace four and hit a four.
I know that I can never make up for
Yeah, I meant to shove pre, and I hit the raise button instead.
It probably would have got me to fold.
Well, and then I went to shove after the flop, and I hit the wrong button again.
bringing back old friends. Speed Force Bazooka. Slight modifications. England and I spent all of last night working. Thanks, fine-tuning the cork sphere.
Cork sphere. Built with Barry's unique genetic marker and programmed to track his specific.
Come on, Dan. Let's go. Oh.
Oh, he does
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
The hands. Wow.
Yeah, queen.
Dan, give me a 9. We just need a 9.
Works for me.
Oh,
Oh
look at
wow.
that. Look at
There's
that.
a
Now the
lot of
queen
outs
no
just
good.
flipped.
Ah.
A lot of outs just flipped there.
Thanks, Tim.
Anytime, anytime.
I think it's the only hand he's played.
That's what we've been waiting for. You to take him out.
I mean,
All right.
at that point, I'm just getting such a great price. So I got to call.
Yeah, I was thinking like you should be calling here with like a lot.
I think that in that situation, it's almost an any two
Yeah,
because it doesn't affect my position at all.
right. And you can knock two people out.
Hmm
Yeah, we were talking in the chat about Evil Roy's call against my all-in,
So sad.
and I
Too
thought
bad.
it was rather, with his chip stack, I
Six.
thought it was rather risky.
Yeah,
There
we
it
got
is.
a
Yeah.
I think I fold that every
Fold
time.
it.
Bad. That's funny.
What did they chop that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I called
Yeah,
And it was straight on the board.
Well, that was not good for me.
Waste of time.
Shooting Rob.
I'm sorry, wait. Guys, we need to concentrate on stuff. Not on Barry.
Dude, what is your deal? It's like
Okay, muting Dan.
deal.
Let's do
down to 2 more, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be here. I didn't do this. I didn't kill you.
He said he has to add another blind level.
Hmm.
Not true. What really happened that night?
The city is
Are we just running a certain amount of time here, or are we running until it's 5?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna assume until it's 5. So
Stars melting.
maybe it'll be quick. Maybe it'll be long.
Ice cream dream. Shouldn't be here.
Track results from the drop in blood pressure.
Of looking at physics. Change the way we think. Higher downs. Stop. Gonna be fine. Trying like you all. Brains gets a fast thinking. These symbols represent different words. He could be
It's
Here we
bound
go.
to happen sooner or later.
Mm.
1-9 diamonds, a lot of diamonds.
Ooh.
There's the 9.
Without a
Oh,
Another 9? That seems overkill.
that's too many 9s. I think should be a penalty for too many 9s.
Could have caused dementia.
I feel like we're on Poker Stars or something.
I could
now
decrease the
where does that
sedative.
leave me?
Sure, this is appropriate. Sure.
It's a good look.
Oh.
You're supposed to give them back.
Oh, pipped.
Oh,
Oh.
A lot of
Interesting.
chop and winning outs. It looks like
Hey,
chop
buddy.
outs.
Oh.
Take it out for a spin. Try eating. Sir, I think. There that night, there was a man. Keep drawing, buddy.
think. Then I thought it would be like losing.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
again, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
I just-
wow.
That's what I was
Ouch.
supposed to have.
I folded the other ace too.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
wow. Oh.
Emergency? Oh,
Mm.
no. GG, Keith.
Good game, good hand.
There's the other ace.
Good game.
Oh, case ace.
Yeah.
They needed it, but
Oh. The guy that was asleep just woke up. I mean, I don't want to call, but I have to. 30%? 21%? Just a 3. That's all I need.
Drawing hard.
This isn't our home game. If it was our home game, you would win.
Mm.
As I always lose when I'm ahead on the home games.
I had ace 3 suited.
You blocked all my outs. Sorry for giving Pet life. Now we're in a really awkward 6-person situation.
I'm not sorry. I'm very thankful.
You got to take the chance sometimes. That's why I called her with that ace 9 suited. Otherwise, we just keep passing the chips around the table.
Well, the goal is to just take all the chips away from one person and then
Yeah.
move on.
Well, 2 still at the. Oh no, only 1, right?
Yeah, just one. We just need one more person to bust. Who will it be?
And we know who our eyes are on. Even though he's way in the background.
he's slumped down. He doesn't want you to see him.
Message I know.
Oh, he's gone. Oh no. We lost him.
Yes, exactly. Do you have any ideas?
Hey, who's that guy playing a hand over there?
He looks like a clown.
Oh.
Alphabetically, it's alphabet.
You know what everyone wants you to do, right, Tim?
I know. I have a pretty bad hand. But even if I lose, I'm still in first.
And it
But that
says
just puts everybody in that much more of a tough spot because then the short stack has chips. I was going to activate extra time.
Yeah, we don't want
if
you
you'd had
calling
my
with that
hand, I had pocket 8s. If you had my hand, you would have called.
Oh, yeah. I had queen 3.
Yeah, that's tough.
every hand has equity pre-flop.
anyone making dinner? Stewie is. Oh, what a sweat.
Diamond.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Oh!
All right. Back I go.
Dang. So close.
Oh man.
So close.
Now this is annoying.
Did it show what I folded?
Yeah.
By cleaning them up, make it feel better.
You're lucky. Yeah, faded that.
Take me. She gave herself up to you. What? Gary, Iris is in trouble. She needs a... I knew that to be the man. So, please.
said Iris is gonna die. That's gone. This is good. Two. Flash is back.
See how fast he's
Stand though. The only thing out there is Batman's.
Everyone's getting too into it.
I'm surprised he's not raising the blind levels. Because
There,
often in these,
he's gonna up it.
yeah, I know, he has to, because, you know, you play these satellites and people are getting down to like 5 and 4 big blinds and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
know.
that. And the average stack is like 10 or less than 10 in these satellites. So he needs to put them up
It's
a bit, I think.
honestly, like, I've been sitting here like with the play, and I'm like, honestly, like, I know what I would do off of like 8 to 10 big blinds, but I've got 15, and
Yeah, yeah,
it feels like it changes so much, or at least way out of what I'm used to.
yeah.
Yeah, like I just folded tens for some reason. I don't know why, but I did.
That's what made Chris increase the blinds. If people are gonna fold tens, we got to make this go faster.
Yeah.
your sample just to
How was everything? It was really cool. Did get Flash and everything under control.
You just can't do that.
Still, we have some mystery stuff.
I know, I hear you.
Like Samurai Robot.
You
I'm
need
like,
at least a face card.
I'm like sitting here and I'm like, how have I been playing blind versus pet fan? I'm like, I've been playing super passive, and I've had absolutely no cards in the small blind, and that's why.
Yeah.
And get ready for the boom of the blind levels.
Yeah.
Boom. There it goes.
That's more like it.
Oh man, I feel more comfortable. I only have 10 bigs.
See him?
back, baby.
We back, baby. Really?
Kelly and Yannette, I'm out. Now leave me alone.
You don't tell us what to do.
Wow. Mistclick is just folding pocket jacks.
Touch my hand again and I'll freeze. Maybe some other breaks. I'm done. Don't let your beer get warm.
We don't have enough chips for the real collusion that we could do. Everyone calls. Like you see online, right? You see that online all the time. You go all in with your little short stack and you got 5 callers.
The first time I played a Venom satellite, I was down to 1.8 big blinds under the gun, and the big blind had 1.1 big blinds, and I just I didn't call. I was thinking I should call to like add to the like try and take out the big blind who had like a big blind.
Right.
But I folded and everyone else folded except for the small blind. And then the big blind beat the small blind and I was like furious. I was like, why would no one want to go after this guy who's got 90+% of his stack in the middle already?
I don't know if I want to hear the commentary on this game or not. A lot of weird things.
So what happened? The guy had
big blind had like 1.1 big blinds.
Right.
I was in the next worst shape under the gun with 1.8. Everyone else had you know 5, 7, whatever. No one called the big blind except for the small blind. Everyone folded, even though the big blind only had 1.1 big blinds. I assumed it would go limp all the way around, except for me. And no one wanted to try and bust him. And guess who busted the very next hand?
Right.
You.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that.
Well, suddenly look at Tim's stack here.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna bust? Is he gonna be the bubble?
He's feeling it. He is feeling it.
And it worked. The Flash is back in Central City.
You know what we want you to do, Tim.
Do you have a pair? I mean, I'm just wondering if I should be that guy and just end it for everybody. I have an awkward ace. Yeah, whatever. All right.
Not as awkward as my ace.
Oh.
Then that happens.
That's why you fold every hand.
He'll still be alive with 60
queen.
Oh. It's not over yet.
Oh boy.
It's over next hand.
Yeah, I should have too.
That's all right. I got an ace. That's not good. Oh, I got a diamond too. This is great.
No diamond.
Oh.
No!
Somebody have the bigger one.
Somebody have a higher diamond.
Yeah,
If somebody has a diamond, it's higher than mine.
it's not me.
No!
Oh my god.
Oh, you
That
had
did not
two.
work out.
Back up to point 2.
Right there. Collusion bad. Okay.
Who won the side pot?
I think Evil Roy did. He had a pair.
gave-
He had ace queen.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have, Kim. Look at your stack.
No, that was from the
Oh,
I
knocking
had
out,
that
Tim.
before.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just shows you that big stack can't always fold into the money.
He could have.
Folding.
He would have
It,
now.
I would say in game, in an actual set, I would never have called there. I'm getting tired though.
Dara's not going to take that as an excuse.
That's true. It's not.
That'll be the review hand too, because that was the biggest mistake.
I don't know. There might be some other ones there in terms of people folding stuff in
I made lots of
other
mistakes all night.
situations.
I had
I'm all in
I
here.
had a few. I had a few that I think I could have shipped, but I didn't.
Yeah, I had 5 or 6 candidates that were either.
All
bad or
right, I'm on
good
the board.
place.
Oh yeah, that's a great card.
Oh no. This one isn't me.
That win again?
Oh
I
yeah.
think so with the deuce.
That's right. Ooh, yeah, best hand yet.
And I beat it, but I didn't know you were going to go in.
This will be the one that knocks me. Oh yeah.
Stop.
He's just telling. Why don't you just tell us your hand?
I got nothing this time.
Still beats my nothing.
I have
If everybody has nothing, I
Jack
win.
high.
What? You
Oh
got
my
you
God.
Oh my god.
Can't take him out for love or money. God's sakes.
And the second nut low, and you're like, I've got nothing. I've lost more chips trying to bust him than anything else.
I stood there calling that. I didn't see that he wasn't forced into that.
I thought there was a good chance he'd go with it.
Yeah.
I almost did. I had an ace.
Yeah, right.
I did. I had ace 4.
All right,
Let's
here we
do
go.
this. Oh yeah.
That's a bluff.
They're all laughing in the booth.
Just don't.
I got a king.
don't-
They know he won.
No. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, come on.
It's justice.
What the heck is going on here?
Oh my.
I know where you live, Tim. Chris was holding his breath there.
Good fold. Good fold.
He's gonna have to add another blind level.
Mute yourself, Binkley.
Oops. Oh, supposed to fall in.
Kind of feels about the same, I think.
Yeah, I'll fold.
Didn't mean to do that min click. That was wrong. Not wrong this time.
Good luck, Kim.
Activate my time bank here. Man. Short stack. I gotta do it.
Go, Kim. Go. Go. Go, Binkley, go.
That's a monster flop.
No, I don't want to hear anything about it.
They're not laughing in the booth this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Show your hand. Show your hand.
Oh, come on. What's that?
Woo.
All right, we're done, right?
I think so.
Unmute everyone.
Tim, connect us. Tell us what to do here. Should we unmute everyone or?
All right, everybody's unmuted.
Congrats.
Amazing short stack play.
Get there, Tim.
I should have folded.
Yes, you should.
We can unmute the host now.
I would ask
Yeah,
what
way,
10.
way to
but
spin it up there, though. That's the.
I would ask what 10, but I
that's
think
the
you
art
mean
right
everything.
there.
I was just trying to end it.
I was super low.
Being bad.
Community service.
Yeah, we were talking about that, how you were getting bored. And when you played that hand, I said, you know, he's just getting bored. He wants to play something.
No, I said I was like, I'm getting tired.
Yeah. That's a real thing, you know. That's part of the thing about being.
Well, it's not
tournament
online.
players.
See, online, if I had that big stack, I would just click the sit out button and walk away.
Yep.
You wouldn't see me for 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yep.
Well, we're talking about that too. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm the proud owner of 1,300 chips.
Yes, John. That's right.
All you needed is one, John. All
Yeah,
you
that's
needed
all
is
you
one.
Oh, well done, everybody.
Yeah. So I'm just saving the ledger here, and then we can meet up in 5 minutes over on Zoom.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
I may or may
Chris.
not make it. We're just going to make dinner.
Okay.
Where
All
are you going to
right.
send that link to?
So that is in the same link. It's in the
the forum
in the
post.
Forum
Okay.
post.
Okay, thanks.
Down at the bottom. All right, nicely played, everyone. See you in a bit.